Hi, welcome to another episode of Mike Paige's Doodle Club. Today I'm going to show you how to draw a cartoon bear. So follow along. All you need for this is some paper. It could be computer printer paper, it could be a sketchbook, it could be construction paper, whatever you have. There's no rules to this. Also, you will want a Sharpie or a marker or a pencil, pen, whatever you're comfortable working with. I'm going to use Sharpie so that it shows up better for you to follow along. Okay, to start our bear, he's going to need some eyeballs. So I'm going to give him two very close ovals like that. And then to fill them in, I'm going to leave a white oval towards the top. Then for his nose, I'm going to make a pretty straight line going over. And then I will make sort of a rounded off, I don't know what that shape is. That's kind of like a rock, I guess, like a rounded off rock or a gumdrop or something. And then I'm going to shade most of it in, but I'm going to leave a highlight off towards the side. And then I will make pretty much a letter L, but the vertical line isn't quite vertical. It's kicked in a little bit. And then I'm going to come straight across and down slightly at the end of it. So this is where his mouth will be over here. Then I'm going to give him his lower jaw, which will just be another sort of L shape. He'll want some eyebrows. I'm making my bear incredulous at what's going on. Next, I'm going to give him a straight line for the front of his face. And then I'm going to give him an ear back here. This is kind of a letter C that got flipped around like that. And inside of that letter C, I'm going to make a rainbow shape there. And then just kick the pen out and make a big squiggle for the inside of his ear there. Next, I'm going to give him some hair. Not that bears really have human hair, but that's what I'm going to do. So you can make yours more like a realistic bear if you want, but that's not for me. All right, and then we'll give him a sort of a parenthesis for the back of his head, like that. And then we'll give him a couple of scribbles for the hair at the front of his chest. And then give him a big pot belly, because he's a bear. And then he's going to want an arm hanging down. If you want, you can make it a little bit shaggy as you go. And then we'll give him a couple of claws poking out of there. Then he's going to need a line coming down there. Give him his little bear butt and his little tail poking out. And we'll give him a leg like that. So that's kind of two parentheses flipped outward. And then we'll give him a slightly shaggy foot. And then his other leg, you're just going to kind of copy that shape. And it's going to be another shaggy foot here. If you want to put little claws poking out again, you can. Totally your call. Fun thing with doodling is you can basically make it however you want. There's no rules to it. You just go with it, and whatever comes out, comes out. If you love it, awesome. If you don't, try it again, and maybe the next one comes out a little better. For this arm, we're going to make a long line coming out. And put a letter C at the end of it. And then we're going to bring this all the way back down towards his body. And then I'm going to make his paw here, so put an oval with 3 more ovals where his fingers would be. And then I'm going to give him 3 little claws poking out again. And we're going to want him to be in a space, so I'm going to put some lines there behind him. And maybe do a little scribble for his shadow. And I'm going to have my guy standing next to a beehive that he wants to raid for some honey. So for that I'm making some rounded rectangles. And as they go, they're going to get a little bit smaller. So your overall shape should kind of be an oval. And then I'm going to make 1 or 2 more towards the top that are getting smaller again. And since it's a beehive, we'll have it hanging off of a tree branch. I'm kind of at the edge of my paper, and that's okay if you are too, but I'm going to at least make the line so you can see that's where it is. And then we'll put the trunk of the tree behind him, like that. Straight line down, kick out for the root. And then to make the rest of the roots, we'll just kind of do that. Now, again, this is a doodle, so I wasn't planning all the way ahead. I made my horizon line come into where the tree ended up. That's okay. If you're going to make another one of these where you're planning it out, you can plan ahead. He's heading for the honey. However, because we're all stuck inside, I'm going to make this hive closed until further notice. So I'm making a little closed sign here, and I'm going to hang it on the hive. And then you can play around with this. If you wanted to put birds in the background, you could. You could have a bird like sitting on one of your tree branches. You could make a bird flying in the background. That's basically have a starting point, and then I'm just going to kick the marker out from towards either direction. That's pretty simple. You can also make little captions for what's going on, what he's thinking. Have some fun with it, because the whole joy of doodles is seeing what you come up with and how ridiculous you can make it. Usually my goal when I'm doodling is to make somebody else laugh, because that makes me pretty happy. So hopefully you can try that out and enjoy it as well. All right, so here's our bear. I hope you were able to follow along. I hope I didn't go too fast. And if you enjoyed how yours came out, I would love it if you would share it with me on my Facebook page. I love seeing the results of other people's. I'm on Facebook, just Mike Paige, P-A-I-G-E. Or you can find me on Instagram at Mike Paige Studios. Again, that's P-A-I-G-E. And thanks so much for watching, and hope you're staying busy at home. I hope this helped. Bye.
All right, kids, now that you've finished your doodles, color them in and then share them with both Mike Paige and Medfield TV. We're going to take those images and we're going to put them all over our station. Can't wait to see what you guys make.